What's up, guys? It's Alison checking in again for another adventure diary. I've had quite the adventuresome past few weeks. I don't know if I can handle much more adventure or amazingness right now. I'm exhausted, but exhausted with goodness. Where do I begin? Okay, so I had the Byron Bay Film Festival this week and had one of my Alison's Adventures episode play in it from my adventures in Morocco, where I had to kiss a snake to save my life, among some other things that played, and it was just amazing. One of the most amazing parts of it, I would say, is that I got to play for hundreds and hundreds of school children that came from all around Byron Bay. So the other day I had 300 school kids watching my film, and then afterwards I got them up and taught them how to say some words in Indonesian and how to do a hula. So I had all these little Australian, like, elementary schoolers in their very conservative uniforms doing like hip shaking and all that jazz. It was pretty funny. I'll have it up on my blog soon. You can check it out. I filmed it all. It was pretty classic. And then Sarah has arrived, my beautiful, wonderful cinematographer, and she does the most epic stuff. So I can't wait to get out there and get some really juicy photos. We've been trying, but it's been wild between celebrity meetings. I had a little encounter last minute. Jack Johnson decided to open right before my film played in front of hundreds of people. It was so crazy. I'm like, wait, that's Jack. It was so surprised that most people were walking by him. They're like, wow, that guy plays a really good Jack Johnson cover. It was pretty funny. Um, and yeah, I was stoked on Alison's Adventures and even did a shout out to me afterward. It's on my blog. You can check it out. Feel pretty blessed. Just love his music and what he stands for. And we're both Patagonia people, so that's cool. We've got the Patagonia sponsorship thing going on. So thankful for all that. And then I got to meet another legendary Jack McCoy, the filmmaker. So I went to see his film. Um, and he did like a master class to tell us all about his adventures in filmmaking. Super, super classic, like Mr. Aloha of guys, talking about like meeting Duke Kahanamoku, the father of modern surfing, and just such amazing, amazing stories, getting attacked by dolphin and sharks. And so afterward, I went up to talk to him and just say what's up. And before I knew it, he was like, let's go to the beach, let's go surf, this is sick, Alice's Adventures, love to do an interview with you. And so before I know it, we're cruising with Jack McCoy and learning all about his amazing history. And he just had really cool messages, like, just come from your heart with everything you do and it'll all happen. That was cool. So, what else did I do? Oh, and I think one of the highlights of the week is I finally got to team up with the Mojo Surf Boys, which I've always wanted to do. They're an incredible surf school throughout Australia, and they're heading to Fiji, they're in New Zealand, and Hawaii soon. And we went doggy style surfing, is what we called it. You can check out the vlog clip we did at my Alison'sAdventures.com, but it was hilarious. At one point, I think I had 3 or 4 pretty good sized dogs on one surfboard, and I was surfing it, and then we did some tandem stuff, and those guys were a hoot and a holler. And oh gosh, did a kangaroo adventure. Well, I guess there were some wallabies, some kangaroos. Did a little adventure through those with my surfboard and ran into a very deadly spider that actually fell on my shoulder. Fortunately, I didn't get a shot of that, but got some of the spider, and that was wild. And that pretty much brings me to today, where so we got up at like 4 a.m., jumped on our bikes, and went out to meet Alex Frings, who's an amazing photographer here in Byron, old friend of Sarah's. And we were going to do a team up with another Patagonia rider and go do some Patagonia surf shots. Well, as I think actually Yvonne Chenard might have put it, I hope I'm quoting correctly, but adventure begins when everything goes wrong, and pretty much everything went wrong, but ended okay. So we started out, I seriously think we checked every single break in Australia, and it just wasn't happening. It was either pouring down rain, it was too big, too small, too windy. Us surfers are particular, you know. So, yeah, we got up at 4 and didn't end up surfing till noon. But we found this little spot and it was so perfect and glassy and wonderful, and got some fun stuff that I'm gonna put on the blog. It was this like surprise, magical circumstance, happenstance. And it was great shooting with Alex and Sarah. It was pretty funny. I had like 2 water photographers with me, and they had 4 cameras, and I had a GoPro on my board, and we were super teched out surfers, and it was just really freaking awesome. Okay, I have to get some sleep, but it has been lovely chatting with you all, and I will definitely be checking back in soon for more of Alison's adventures down under. Aloha!